Alright, well, it's been a little bit since the initial APOY drama. Been a couple of months by now. Wonder what he's up to today. Person on YouTube. 21-minute video about non-existy. Alright. Sure, let's see it. Oh, comments are turned off. That's odd.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
For some reason, people freaked the f*** out, saying APOY was rigging the votes. Namely, this guy named Evan Brexy, who made a 23-minute essay breaking down this 4-minute video. Buddy, it is genuinely not this big of a deal. And if you actually took the time to read the comments of the video, you'd find that literally no one was actually convinced from APOY's speech. Pillow then proceeded to get eliminated by a landslide. I will say though, APOY, a problem on YouTube, would be a fire video title under different circumstances.
So, different circumstances, you say, eh? Also, he didn't even say my name right. My clout is denied. No. Trigger warnings are on screen. These topics are discussed in this video. If you are squeamish around these topics, please click off. Trust me, you are not missing much. It's just a shitty OSC video. Which, by the way, just to be absolutely certain that this doesn't get monetized, fuck, shit, bitch, pussy, ass. Alright, there. I'm not monetizing this shit. That's why I'm swearing. I kid you not when I say there are sentences in this video I genuinely thought I'd never have to say. I am a 19-year-old man, and not one time in my life did the thought of talking about a guy with a fart fetish cross my mind, yet here we fucking are. I cannot think of a proper way to segue into this, mainly because of how stupid of a fucking topic this is. So I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. APOY is coming under fire because, and I wish I was kidding, he asked somebody to record themselves farting 8 hours after they attempted to harm themselves. No, that is not a joke. That is actually what happened. Alright, like, everyone's got their fetishes and kinks. That isn't the problem here. There are people who think we're only making fun of APOY because he gets a hard-on when somebody rips ass, which they just don't fully understand the situation at that point. It's got to the point where his comment section and Twitter feed are getting absolutely shredded with fart jokes. Again, I wish I was kidding. I'm not making this up. The script does not write itself. So, to the people who are out here defending APOY by stating it's just a harmless little kink, let me just keep it a buck here. Everyone is into what they're into. That's not the issue at play here, though. The issue is when you try to involve other people, real people, into said fetishes, especially knowing ahead of time that they're uncomfortable with the idea of said fetishes. The ex-friend of APOY who exposed this whole ordeal had told him prior that she was squeamish around these topics. Gross things, like in this instance scat or farts, sticks in her mind and make her uncomfortable. And I know the exact feeling because this type of shit happens to me with, like, gore and whatnot, and it doesn't leave my mind easily, so I know exactly what she's going through here. So for APOY, somebody around the age of 21 to 23, asked a friend of his, who I believe was a minor at the time, who'd already told him she was uncomfortable with jokes or comments about farts, who just attempted self-harm 8 hours ago, to send him a recording of her farting. That's the issue. This kind of behavior is predatory and degenerate, and that's putting it kindly. Jelly was in an awful state of mind, and rather than provide comfort like the good friend he should have been, he views this as an opportunity to see her as a means of sexual pleasure. What goes on behind the scenes with OSC YouTubers nowadays? We have Cod getting exposed as a groomer like a month or two ago. Then we got Daze, the creator of I Want In, to be exposed as... how do I want to put this? Genuine scum of the earth? Yeah, sure. As does Cam, who recommended Radio and BFDI Mini. That guy. And now we have APOY getting outed as being an awful person who views the people around him as outlets for his sexual desires. How much further is this slope gonna go? And don't even get me started on him running an OSC fart fetish Discord server, as well as commissioning several people for fart porn about Eggy and Pillow. These are anthropomorphic objects! Some of these artists, by the way, or at least one of them was vocal about being uncomfortable and not drawing pornography, Yet APOY insisted. But hey, as long as APOY's dedicated to his never-ending lust for fictional talking objects, right? As long as he's dedicated to that, I guess. I'm not the type of person who goes out of my way to kink shame people, but I cannot justify this one, alright? I really can't. I'm not gonna go into this whole spiel about fart porn, mainly because that's fucking weird, and I really do not feel like talking about this, so I'm not going to. However, a friend of mine actually went and did this for me. He reached out to somebody in the OSC Fart Fetish Community Discord server to concoct an anonymous interview about their thoughts about this whole situation and what the server actually is. So a little bit of insight on what the fuck this hellhole is.
Hey guys, Inferno here. Before we get into it, this is an interview with someone who is a part of this community that APOY is a leading figure in, apparently. They have requested to remain anonymous, so I will not be revealing any details about them, but I can confirm they are who they say they are. So yeah, let's get into the interview that I did. So, how long have you been a part of the object show fart fetish community?
I don't want to get specific details that might compromise my identity, but long enough to become well acquainted with the people in the community.
If it's not intrusive, may I ask why you're concerned with your anonymity?
I still intend to be an active member in the fart community, and people knowing exactly who I am and giving this interview may get me expelled.
So you're trying to stick around, not get ostracized.
Yeah.
Is this fart community like your family? Like a fart family?
We have become pretty close friends, some of us for sure.
What do you do? Like, do you go into like a VC and fart together? Do you like watch the best fart videos? What do you do?
Yeah, I don't want to go into that. Not because I'm embarrassed, just because private details.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get an idea of what makes you guys tick, you know? So, what do you think about APOY's actions here?
I am troubled by his behavior here. I mean, he definitely should have been more sensitive and known it was the wrong time and the wrong person to ask this from. I think he let his horniness cloud his judgment. But everyone makes mistakes. It's a pretty bad mistake, but everyone does make mistakes.
Mistakes like this?
I understand if you don't get it.
Well, no, this person was clearly uncomfortable with APOY's advances.
Sometimes that inherent curiosity, that desire for the next fart, makes you do something you regret.
Are you saying you've done something like this?
No, I haven't done anything like this. I've only asked for farts from people I know are comfortable with it.
So, how do you make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again? Like, we don't want this drama to keep going, right? It's clearly going to damage the fart community, right?
I think we need to reflect as a community and maybe have an official process to prevent things like this in the future.
Oh, so like a fart council where the fart community comes together to make sure you keep this whole fart fetish thing ethical. I see. Well, I didn't really think of any other questions. Is there anything else that you want everyone to know about you guys?
Not really, just, I guess, despite all this, despite how it comes off, we're just normal people like you, and there's more of us than you realize.
All right then.
Alright, thanks, Inferno. You're a lifesaver, man. Anyways, the main point to take away from this, people like APOY are why the OSC has such a tarnished reputation to the outside eye. The OSC is commonly referred to as slop, whether it's the fans having their brains rotted, or the creators just genuinely put no effort in their videos, just farming clips and shit. I don't blame people who are not a part of the OSC who have these thoughts, because honestly, they're not far off from the truth. Even if I do disagree, like, there are some normal people, there are content creators that actually bother, they put passion into their videos. APOY isn't one of them, but hey. That's about it from me. I'm not making another 20-minute video about this guy, as funny as it would be. Thanks for tuning in, and I apologize if you leave this video feeling disgusted with yourself for watching a 19-year-old man talk about a guy in his 20s who cranks into objects farting. What's next for me? I don't know. I'm probably just gonna go back to making my regular shitty content. This is not my style of content. I'm not a commentary YouTuber. I'm not a drama YouTuber. I only made this video because I made the initial A Problem on YouTube video. And I feel like this is a good end to the saga, right? Like, APOY is seemingly leaving the internet for good, so why not? One last round of fun, right? I am well aware that I am not the first person to make a video about this subject, and they made a parody of a title I did for A Problem on YouTube, which, you know what, I'm glad that title is still flying around, because that was fucking hilarious. So, all in all, with APOY seemingly leaving the internet for good, one less BFDI clip fiber! Let's fucking go!